Welcome back to the channel. The video is going to be a little bit different. We had a little bit of a cold front come through and kind of messed things up. I wanted to go out fishing today, but decided to do this John boat build. Me and my Aunt Lori grabbed this John boat that she had sitting in her yard for a couple years, decided to do this to it. So enough of me talking, I would just get right into what I've done to it and what works for me. A lot of people do this differently. I've seen a lot of John boat builds similar to this, but not just like this. Every boat's different. This is a 12-foot John boat. I'll have a couple pictures in this video of before and after. I don't really have a before picture, but I have when I painted it. And to be honest with you, I didn't use the right paint. There's a lot of scratches, dings, and stuff in this boat, but it's a John boat. I didn't think that I would put an 18 horse on it. And once I put this 18 horse on it, I was going a little bit too fast and just kind of peeled off. So like I said, enough of me talking, let's get into it. Also, I don't know how the video quality is going to be on this, or the audio quality, I should say. It's really windy. I mean, you can see the trees blowing around and stuff, and I kind of have the mic on, but this is the first time I've used the mic. Also, there's a lot of cars going by. Let's just start front to back, and we'll start with what we started on. The John boat is actually a green color, as you can see. This is an Alumacraft. We didn't know it was Alumacraft until we sanded all of it down and saw that there were stickers on the side of it. We knew that there was a hole in it, so we fixed the hole. I filled the whole thing with water and fixed the holes in it. So that's the first thing I would have done, but we ended up cutting 3/4 inch plywood for the deck. I'll have some pictures of it, but we ended up cutting that out first, screwing that down, and then we put like a 1x3 or 1x4 that we put at the cap, because I wanted to fold this over just like this to make it flush, because as you can see, there was a little bit of a gap between where it stopped and here. After that, we cut a hole in the plywood for the storage. Now, I have 2 batteries in here and life jackets. You can store whatever in here. It goes from here all the way to about here. So it's quite a bit of storage that you can put in here. And then after we did that, obviously I put the lid on, and I got the lid on Amazon. They're very cheap. I think they're like 20-30 bucks on Amazon. And then I put a pole anchor holder on this. It's awesome. But while I was going down the road, and I didn't know this, it fell off. I put the clips here to secure it, but going down the highway, it did not hold up. Going to the back, we left this seat. We cut a hole in the seat. This is the hole. There's foam in here. I left the foam in here. I didn't want to get rid of any of that foam, just because if this boat does sink, it will not sink, it will still float in theory. So I left that in there. I have a dry box in here. It keeps all my registration. I have a lighter in here just in case I get stranded somewhere. I can make a fire. I have my whistle. I have a socket for the battery nuts. I have some tape, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And I also keep a screwdriver in here with 2 bits, a flathead and a Phillips. I keep a light in here, a headlamp, and all my tools that came with the hang kai, which we will get to in a minute. And I also got this lid. I think it was from my aunt. She already had one. She keeps a lot of stuff handy, which is good, because then you don't have to pay for it. But I think you can get those on Amazon as well. And I did all stainless just because it'll hold up with corrosion with that salt water. Also, she had a paddle, and I got this paddle handle from, this paddle holder from her as well. She had one. You can also get one on Amazon. They're very cheap. Now, I did put this bilge pump in not too long ago, but I JB welded it, and as you can tell, it didn't hold up. So I'm gonna put some silicone on it. I also got a float switch, and I had to cut a hole. A lot of jumbo boats don't come with, I don't even know what this is called. It's like an angle aluminum. I don't know why they did that. It's supposed to hold the transom up better. As you can tell, I didn't change the transom whatsoever. You should. If it looks like this, you should. It's just to support that motor. Anyway, I had to cut a hole through that, if you guys can see. And then I put some clips in to hold it better, and then I had to cut a hole through the boat. Now, if you're gonna do this, make sure you can see that the water line's here. Make sure it's above that water line. If it's below that water line and you don't have a bilge pump that doesn't have a backflow, you're gonna get water in the boat. Now, this is the 18 horse. This thing absolutely blew my mind for a Amazon motor. It does a lot more than the 4-horse. This is the Tohatsu 4-stroke 4-horse that I had, and it did absolute wonders for me. It got me from point A to point B. It didn't start when I got it. I got it for free. The lady that gave it to me, she didn't have any use for it, and it was just sitting in her garage. It did a lot for me, and I appreciated it. I used it for quite a bit until I had the money for that 18 horse. Like I said, this thing has done a lot for me. I put a couple $100 into it, got a new fuel filter, fuel pump for it, carburetor, and yeah, I mean, I did a lot for it. Also got a new oil seal for it. But this is gonna be my backup just in case that Henkai doesn't work. And yeah, it's great. I also have a fire extinguisher in here. You have to have that if you go saltwater fishing. I think you just have to have it in general if you register your boat. But moving on from the back of the boat, I put rod holders in here. It's just strapped down for your rods. I like this better than the actual rod holders that come up, like a PVC tube. It just makes this look so much nicer, so much flatter. I mean, I could fit 3 rods this way and probably 2 rods that way. And you can also get these on Amazon. I think they're like $10, $10 or $15, and they're super easy to install. It's 1, 2, 3 screws on each, and they come with 4 holders, so you can actually put 2 here, and then you can come over here and put 2 on this side. But I didn't want to do that because I sit here. Going to the trolling motor, we put 3 pieces of plywood, as you can see. I think they're 1/2 inch, 3 1/2 inch. We had to do that to get the trolling motor up, because if we actually put it on here, it would not activate. It would not come up and over the boat. So when I first got it, I think I had a different trolling motor. It was a remote controlled, and I did not like the remote controlled. So I went ahead and got the Minn Kota Maxim. And this thing, I mean, it scoots. It's got 55 pounds of thrust, and it does the job. So what I also did is I went ahead and registered it. As you can see, that is my number. I also put a Salt Mafia sticker on there. No, I am not sponsored by them. I have been using their stuff for about 3 years. So I just love this company. They're an apparel company, and I'm sure you've seen a lot of pictures of me wearing shirts and stuff for them. They're a great company, and I do encourage you guys to go and explore their website. I'll put it in link in the description. Oh, I also forgot. This flooring is PVC flooring. If I didn't put that flooring in there, that's what it would look like. and I did not want to trip over any ribs that I had in the boat, which these are called the ribs. I did not want to trip over those. So I went ahead and cut out the PVC, and I also put foam insulation under it. So I think it's 3/4 inch foam. Make sure if you do get foam that it is either this green foam, which you can kind of see right here. Make sure it's that, or and I think those come in 2 foot by 2 foot pieces of foam, and you can cut it to whichever length you want. I think I got like 6 or 7 pieces of it. I went ahead and did that to the front hatch as well. As you can see, there's foam there on the inside under the PVC flooring. Make sure you do that as well. It helps with the vibration of the boat. It reduces the vibration and honestly gives it a better ride. And like I said earlier, it helps with, if the boat does get flooded, it'll help it still float. Everything turned out great. I mean, I'm in love with this John boat. Like I said, it's one of my favorite toys. I want to say this Henkai is very reliable, but I've only had it for a couple days now, and she's done great. But you know, it's an Amazon motor, and the real test is going to be the longevity of it. How long is it going to last, and is it going to keep up with the bigger names? And I just don't know. But this is my toy, and I hope you guys enjoy. I'll be back on the water soon and make some more videos, and we'll try to catch some good sized fish in this next video. But I just wanted to show you guys this John boat and tell you guys that it only takes a little bit of time and a little bit of effort to make something that you love. You don't need a $30,000 boat to go out in the water and have fun. You can get a Gnu. I mean, a Gnu is only $2-3 grand, but even that, like, if you have a John boat sitting around, why not just take the time, take a couple $100? I think all in, I have probably around $2 grand in it. I have the most fun on this thing than I would a regular boat, to be honest. I hope you guys enjoy, and please like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications if you guys want. I would love that. Hope you guys enjoy. Make it a great day. Bye.